Hello viewers and welcome back to your favorite baking channel, Baking with Chef Tonde. As promised, in our quest to make nice hot cross buns, this is where we are. Our buns are well proven and ready to receive a cross. We are about to give a nice cross to the buns. They are well proven. You must prove them nice and well firm so that you can give a nice pipe. When you pipe your cross, then the cross will sit on your buns nicely without deforming them or without them falling down. So if they are well proven and well mixed and everything is balancing, your buns must be able to withstand a cross. So how do we make a cross? And if you check, go back to our previous episode, you will see an episode on how to make a cross. So we made a cross in our previous episode and we are making use of that cross now. So for the recipe, you can go back on to our previous episode, then you can see how we make a cross the Chef Tonde way. So what we do, you take your piping bag, your normal piping bag, but with a nozzle, a small nozzle. It's a 5mm nozzle to be precise. Then that's the one that you use. And if your cross is well mixed, it's nice, it must be pouring just like this. And remember, this is just the flour, oil and milk, nothing else. Then it's corn flour to be precise, cake flour and milk and oil. That's all. So now here is our. So what you do, this is where most of the people make a mistake. So when you are piping, your piping must start from outside the pan. From outside the pan going across to the other end, outside the pan again, so that your buns receive a nice cross. For presentation's sake, the cross must be a cross, not a star. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I will show you in the doing, not in the talking. So you start from outside, you run across, you go again to your next line, across, you go again, across, you go again, across, like that. Then you turn, or other than to turn, you can keep it that way, to say. Then you take, now when you are piping now the other cross, so you come towards you, from outside towards you, from outside towards yourself, from outside towards yourself. There we go. There we go. So there's just these two here. You must receive also a nice cross. There are your buns. So what you do now, from now, they go straight into the oven and you bake them at 200 to 220 for 15 minutes. You don't bake them long. You must just bake them enough to give a color and to bake. Don't over bake them, don't under bake them. Just bake them enough. So 15 minutes will be enough at 200. But like what I say every time, it depends with the oven. So under normal circumstances, it must be 200 degrees for 15 minutes. Then you take them out. Then you will do the next thing that I'm going to show you now, how to do it, the glaze. While our buns are baking, I will show you how to make the glaze. Because remember, the hot cross buns, You don't use any other glaze. It's a specific and special glaze, specially made and specifically made for hot cross buns. So I will show you while our buns are baking. 200 for 15 minutes, but it will depend with the oven. So in my oven, I will try to put 180 for 15 minutes. Then I will make adjustment as we go. And you don't steam the buns when you are making the hot cross buns. You don't use steam. So for 15 minutes, it's 200. Just like that. So while our buns are baking, I will show you how to make the bun glaze. And I've seen a lot of people, they use syrup, of which you can use syrup, but it's just for a short time. After a long time, when your buns they sit outside and on display, they start having a hard top. Why? Because the syrup, the sugar, when the sugar is cold, it has a tendency of crystallizing or forming crystals. So that's not a good product to use on hot cross buns, because we want our hot cross buns to have a longer shelf life and be soft and nice for long. So what do? I will get something here. So what do? You take sugar. I will just make a small mix of the bun glaze. So it's just sugar, milk, an egg, and your bun spice. Or if you don't have a bun spice, you can put vanilla essence. If you don't have bun spice, you can put vanilla essence. It's just a replacement, but I prefer bun spice. So I have bun spice, I won't use vanilla essence. This is in case you don't have, you can do that. Or if you don't have it all, it's not a trend smash. You can always make a nice glaze without. So because an egg and milk will always make the magic. So you put your sugar, then you put your milk, just enough to cover the sugar. Then you take your egg, you put in your egg, then you whisk. I will just use a fork just to dissolve the sugar and mix the three together. Milk, just to have a nice balance. There we go. Just like this. This is a bun glaze. Then what you do, you put bun spice inside. Just for the magic to be complete. That's all. That's all what you have to do. So we wait 15 minutes for our buns. Then as soon as your buns are out of the oven, that's when you must glaze while they are still hot. While they are still hot, you glaze with your egg, sugar, and milk with the vanilla or bun spice essence in. Then you will enjoy your buns. So see you in the next episode where we will be showcasing our buns and enjoying them. See you in here. Your resident chef signing out. Thanks.